Hey guys, Vigoman here and welcome back to Crasburg once again. How are you guys doing today? I do hope you are all feeling fantastic. I know I am as usual, can't really complain, I'm just building some Minecraft, having a good time. Today we're adding 3 more houses. One of them is pretty big. It actually took me several hours to do the first one we're seeing right here, which is the inn. And the 2 other ones is going to be a simple jewelry and then an alchemist. So it's just 2 more additional things and then a new inn here, which is probably going to be the primary inn for this part of Crasburg. As you can see, the style is super neat. I'm very happy with it, and several people that has been looking at it really tells me that it captures that proper medieval tavern or medieval inn vibe. So I'm very happy with it. It's also built in a slope, as you can see, so we're able to have some different kind of elevations and stuff in the build, which is always fun and makes the build more unique. So that is pretty cool. It also has some unique twists and stuff when it comes to the layout, and as you can see here, this back part of it, which is pretty cool. But guys, before we move on, I just want to let you know that down below there is a button which looks like a thumbs up. Please press that if you enjoy my videos and if you enjoy the content I put out. It really helps me out, and it really just makes it easier for me to understand what you like and how my videos are doing. So please do that. Thank you guys. The next building we're doing here is an Alchemist. This was built during a stream, which was pretty cool. We did a lot of fun stuff, and it was just one of the best streams I've ever had, I do believe. So it was a lot of fun, and as you can see, the style is just super neat. We went with this more of a warm feeling, where we use orange to detail the windows, and then we went for this tan Tudor to just give it a nice warm feeling. And I just think the whole atmosphere of the build, it really turned out pretty cool here. And yeah, it's built on the side here, so it's very simple. It's just basically the facade and the back that we need to detail, because we're gonna have buildings covering the sides of it. But still, it's kind of cool, and I really think that we captured it. We went for a nice yellow roof here as well. Just really use that nice warm feeling that we've been going for here. Then the next building we're doing here is going to be the jeweler. So I want this jeweler here to be a jeweler. It's not a very exclusive one. It's not a very wealthy one. It's just a normal jeweler that is making bracelets and jewelry for the common people. He's not making like emeralds and diamonds and those kind of necklaces. It's more of just a simple steel necklace or a simple bracelet that the common people would buy. So it's not very wealthy, and I try to really get that feeling here. He's not making jewelry for the lord or the king and noble people. It's for normal people, this thing, and I hope that I managed to capture that. We went for a cool design here with 2 turrets on it, or 1 turret and 1 tower, which I just think really gives it a nice vibe, and it just gives the skyline of Crasburg a nice feeling when we have some different shapes and some tops, and it just makes it feel more unique and bring in more of a character, I guess. So yeah, very happy with how this turned out here. But let me finish this build here, guys. We're gonna check out all of these 3 buildings here in first person, and we're also checking out the building I left for you guys to decide. So we're gonna start with that, and I will see you in just a second. We're going to start off right here. Here we have the jeweler, we have the alchemy, and then we also have the inn there. But down here, this small red building is a house I left open for you guys to decide what we are going to do. And we did have a suggestion. We had several suggestions, but the one I liked the most was a Cooperage from Growheek. His name is longer, but I decided to just go with his name and then call this Cooperage up with his name. So this is Growheek's Cooperage. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed this house I built for you here. I would like to do more of this in the future to bring the community better and really just tell you guys how much I appreciate every single one of you. So hopefully I will be able to do more of those kind of builds in the future here. This building here is super nice. Well, I'm not gonna say my buildings are nice, but I have some nice features here, which I really wanna show you guys. But let me show you the Cooperage first. So basically, this is a shop where you can buy them if you need any barrels. In the back, we have several barrels stored here. We have some planks to make the barrels out of, and then a small workshop where he makes them. So we have like this rounding and then the planks, and just trying to indicate that this guy is making the barrels himself. We have a torch just to burn the inside to seal it up and all of that. And then a small gate here leading to the back of what we did last episode, which is the brewery and such, where we have barrels and stuff. So they would probably work closely together. This guy would bring his barrels or sell the barrels to the brewery, I guess. So that is kind of why we put it here. So we have a nice backyard here, overlooking or just working with all the stuff. We have some water, we have barrels, and all the stuff you need to get it working. But the thing that I kind of think is nice with this build here, which kind of makes this build here a little bit unique, is if we go in here, we have the kitchen right here, a very small but simple kitchen, a nice fireplace and all of that. But in the back here, there is a ladder going down, and down here is going to connect up with the sewers and some other tunnels and things like that, going through the whole underground area of Crasburg. And I did a little bit of a lore writing in the Crasburg chat on my Discord, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. But basically, I want there to be some kind of rebellious group called, I can't quite remember, the rise of, no, I can't remember, I'm gonna check that out, probably leave that in the description. But the guy living here is a part of that, and they use underground, the sewers and tunnels under Crasburg to move around. And basically, they want to overthrow the Lord of Crasburg, the Western lords and stuff. So there's pretty much rebels all over Crasburg, or all over Amareya as well, which are all going or trying to take down the Western Empire, so that the native people can rule over Amareya again. Alright, the first room we checked out here is the master bedroom. And then we have the children's bedroom. There are 4 beds here. So there are 2 beds here for possibly the guys. And then we've separated for 2 girls here in the back. So, yeah, just kind of separating that a little bit. But they use the same room here. And they play some games and such, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we can go up here. We can go up the staircase here, and then we have a small sitting area, we have some storage, but we also have a secret room here, which is hidden all the way back here. And this is where the rebellious group, oh hello there, the rebellious group would be meeting. So they would use the tunnels and canals and stuff to move around and have secret meetings. So the windows are covered here with curtains, you can't really see in. And also we have a statue from the Norse religion here, so probably the dude living here, or the person living here and his family, originated from the north and have the Norse religion as their primary religion. So they would come up here and they could pray and also meet up with other people in the same rebellious group. So just a little bit to give some lore and some character to the build here, which I think is very nice. Let's go out here again and we'll check out the builds we did in the time lapse today. So yeah, the first building here is the jeweler. We have this nice wall here just to change the elevation a little bit. Yeah, because it's built on a pretty steep slope here, so we need some way to make that work. So yeah, let's just go in here. I like the sign we went for here, some nice red bricks overall. Then we have a small outside, like a plaza for the public, and then we have the entrance here. I like how I went with some wood here and stuff, just to make it stand out. In here we could buy jewelry and stuff, like a small shop. And then we have the working area in the back here, where it's currently making some kind of golden necklace or something like that. We have this oven here to heat up the different materials, so you could bend them and stuff. It's not a smith, but it's just a small oven to heat up the metals you're working with. So that is basically it for this part. And then we have some storage or just shelves showing off the different things that this guy has been making. So probably some necklaces and stuff in there. In the back here, wow, okay, I forgot this room here. I'm gonna have to do that after the episode here. But then we have a staircase in this tower here, which leads up to a small kitchen where we'll be making all of the food and stuff. And then a small dining area in the back here, which is nice, with then a small oven just to heat up this area if you need to. And then a small library if you need to read some books and stuff. And it's also a way of showing off wealth. So I kind of put this in here, not necessarily because the people living here are super wealthy, but maybe they want to look like they are wealthy, so they buy books just to kind of try to look more wealthy than they actually are. Up in the attic here is where we have all of the sleeping rooms, so there's some smaller ones in here, another one in here, and then we have the master bedroom here with a nice double bed, and then inside the tower here, looking pretty cool. Some nice views over Crasburg here, and then just a sitting area like that. We also have, you know, a sitting area up here with some windows overlooking the streets here, and then just some general storage all the way around here. So yeah, let's go down again, all the way down, and then we can check out there's another building here. We can go here, go out here again, and then we can move around into the alchemy, which has a very messy but kind of nice store. There's a lot of things that are happening here, and I want to give that almost like a magician alchemy vibe like you see in Harry Potter in the potion stores. So that's what we have here, selling all different kind of herbs and potions and things. We can go down here first into the basement, and this is where the alchemist, or yeah, the alchemist, I don't know, where he will be making all of his stuff. So we have some barrels with potions in it, and also a small brewery here, brewing the potions, and then ingredients and things like that. There is also this bookshelf that you're supposed to be able to move around, which leads into like a secret area where he keeps the illegal potions. So this guy is kind of underground or undercover making illegal potions and stuff, which is kind of nice, or not really that nice. And then he will just cover this door with a bookshelf here, which contains recipes and stuff. So that is one simple thing there. We can also go back here into the small yard here in the backyard, but currently this is empty. That is for next episode, I guess. We can go up here again. In here we have the kitchen for the family, creating food and stuff. Nice oven here. I like just trying to mix it up a little bit. So yeah, some nice views over the backyard here as well. Going upstairs, we have a big dining area where the family would be eating. We have an oven to heat up this area, and then we have just some storage here, general storage, and then a small sitting area here for the family to just enjoy some time. Upstairs in the attic is where the sleeping rooms are again. So here is the master bedroom. It's quite big. We have a nice sized bed here, some sitting areas and stuff like that. Also a nice window looking out to the street here. That is pretty nice. The next one is also pretty decent sized here for a bedroom to be, with a small desk here to sit at doing some work, I guess. And then we have the last one, which is also the same size, but this one has a window looking out. So yeah, very happy with the interiors of these buildings here. And then we have a window here, which doesn't have much of a view, but it is mostly so that I can have the staircase coming up here, and also brings in a little bit of natural light in here. So we can go all the way down again and check out the final build here, which is going to be the inn. I'm moving a little bit fast through this just because there is a lot to look at today. So the inn is here. Let's start with the backyard here, or the back alley. This is where travelers would tie up their horses and stuff, and also the poop chute or collecting area for the garderobes up there. That is nice. And then just a small plateau here in the back for the horses and travelers and stuff. In here we just have some storage, general storage for the inn here. Then some firewood beneath here, and then a staircase leading up to the actual inn. Down here is just a tavern or a bar almost, with a lot of sitting areas, and it's kind of nasty. I want to give this inn here the feeling that it's not wealthy, it's not for the wealthy people, it's not the best standards, but it works. So you can see there's fly flying around, there's some moss and dirt on the floor here, but it all just gets the job done here. Very nice. Back here we have the kitchen where you would be preparing the food and stuff, and also a small pantry with food and stuff. And then we have a big furnace thing in the back here for all the things that needs to be made, like bread and also cooking meat and fish and stuff. So yeah, that is it here for this area. So we can go outstairs or like that and go upstairs here, where we have just a sitting area, like a common sitting area for all the people. And then we have a big garderobe here for 3 people. Personally, I would not be using this, but it's not really uncommon to have public restrooms in the medieval era where you just sit next to each other like that. So that is kind of cool. We have 2 entrances to the upper decks here. One of these here, let's go into the first one. Here is just simple rooms, and as you can see, there's flies here, and there's also several beds tucked into one room, which probably means that you wouldn't be sleeping alone if you slept here, but at least you have a roof over your head during the night. Here as well, several beds, some flies, and it's just kind of a very simple feeling here. That is not supposed to be there. Same goes for all of these rooms, very simple, like that. All of them has a window just to get some fresh air, I guess, and some view. In here we have more rooms, same thing here, several beds tucked into one house or one room. Here as well, you can see more flies, just indicating that the standards aren't as good here. And the same goes for this one here. But it's enough for travelers, simple travelers who would not be unhappy sleeping here. This leads out to this balcony here again. So that is it for this second floor. If we go upstairs again, we have more rooms, just way more rooms. So first of all, it's just a small storage here. But then we have more rooms with several beds like this. Same goes for all of these, more flies and stuff. Here as well. And then another one right here. Then we also have the owner of the inn, which has a small living quarters here. So this is where his family would be sleeping, and also his small office to make sure that he has all of the papers in order, like that. Very simple. But then there's even a second floor. There's actually 2 more floors above here, which is very nice. I like doing these intricate interiors where there's a lot of different things to check out. Up here is probably the worst place to be. It's part of the storage, but you can also pay to sleep here on just some hay if you're really poor but still traveling. So that is just like the most simplistic way to sleep here. And then a simple bed. And then you can go upstairs here where there's just more storage. So that is it for this whole inn here. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's a really unique design, I think, but it still captures that proper medieval tavern feeling, which I like. And it has a nice vibe to it in general. Also going to show you just outside here in the basement of this. So down here is just a big storage for probably mostly beverages and stuff. Nice and cool underground here. And then we did some nice layering, some trees and stuff, just making it nice and colorful. You know, I really want to give Crasburg that nice, not like a dark, ugly medieval town. I want to give it a nice, bright and colorful vibe, but still like realistic in a way. So yeah, like adding trees and bushes and flowers and stuff. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Vegoman, and I'm out.